I'm Emily Williams. Thanks for tuning in to our first video of the Beginning Violinist 2015 video series. In this series, I'm going to be taking you through the songs in the Beginning Violinist one by one and giving some tips and tricks for teachers as well as students to help you get the most out of this book. You're going to want to make sure that you've already gone through the two preliminary videos that I've made that will help you show how to prepare your students and yourself for working in this book, and will also give you an idea of how I work through each song, because one of the important things about the Beginning Violinist is getting students to read on their own right from the very first lessons, both notes as well as rhythm. So we're going to look at three things today: tone, rhythm, and posture. Let's start with posture. Often beginning students, their instrument kind of slides down their shoulder like this. And it's difficult to keep that instrument up where it's supposed to be. So I've developed a couple of different things that seem to help with this problem. Traditionally, we've put our hand here. But I found that if you have students out here holding their scroll, it makes it much more difficult for the instrument to fall down here. You can also have your students try holding here. This might be a little bit more comfortable than having their hand stretched out here. And it also provides that same support, so they don't feel like they have to pull it down in front of them. They're going to be more likely to pull it back here, and it's going to stay up on their shoulder where it's supposed to be. So try that if you or your students have some problems keeping that violin up where it's supposed to be. The second thing I want to talk about is rhythm. For young students, sometimes keeping a steady beat can be difficult. So you're going to want to make sure that they're really comfortable with tapping the rhythm and saying the rhythm, and then tapping and saying their note names in rhythm. Go back to that if when you put the plucking with it, it doesn't seem to quite work very well. You should, for young children, have parents practicing with them. And so if your student still has trouble keeping a steady tempo, have the parent say the rhythm, or say the note names in rhythm, or simply tap along with their child. These things I have done with my students, and it's really helped them keep a nice steady tempo. For older students or adults, I put a metronome on for them, and that really helps them feel where a steady beat is, and they usually catch on pretty quickly and are able to pluck with that. So thirdly, tone. So often we have young students or beginning students who have a very light, airy tone to their plucks, or sometimes it's kind of strident because they're plucking with the nail of their finger. You want to make sure that students pluck on the side with the flesh of their index finger. Placing their thumb on the edge of the fingerboard, they're going to pull a little bit up on the string. This gets a nice round tone to their plucks. By combining these three things, if students can do that all the way through the first song, Dancing on Open Strings, they're going to be in a really good position. Those are the basics of what needs to be accomplished in this song. And I have my student Ryan, who is going to demonstrate those things for us. And he will be playing along with my husband, who will be playing the piano accompaniment. So I hope you enjoy Dancing on Open Strings.